So, people, if you're ready, let's quit. We are the kings of campus!
What's this? What's this?
It's him.
I will return tomorrow night with high expectations. Pray you don't disappoint me.
Oh, hello. You're probably wondering why I'm doing Star Wars Battlefront 4 months after it already came out. Well, that's because I don't have a PlayStation 4. I've already gone over that in my other reviews. You should probably go watch those.
Star Wars Battlefront is the latest Star Wars game made by EA and came out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC. Star Wars Battlefront is a newer version of an older game of the same name that is basically just a Star Wars action war shooter game. And the people that made this game, EA and DICE, DICE actually makes the Battlefield games, Battlefield 3, 4, etc. And this has very similar gaming style to that. A lot of people originally didn't want this to be a game that was a lot like Battlefield. However, that's exactly what I wanted. This game is rated T, and it has everything you would want in a Star Wars game. There are heroes, there are villains, you have it's all set in the original trilogy, and you have the Rebellion and the Empire, and you have in-atmosphere flight missions to go along with that. The game is mainly entirely multiplayer. There's some single-player stuff, but it's not missions like in a Battlefield or Call of Duty style that goes in a linear story. The only thing about this that is there's like a hero thing where there's like survival missions and things like that, which are fun for the time, but they don't last. The one big thing about this game is also the fact that the multiplayer, there's a lot of people playing the multiplayer, and the multiplayer is a lot of fun. However, it does get repetitive after a while, and the different modes and everything, they're okay. The best maps are, Hoth is a really good map, and so is Endor. Well, you get Hoth, Endor, Sullust, Tatooine, and now obviously Jakku, once The Force Awakens came out. There's like a team deathmatch mode, there's a supremacy mode, which is basically every kind of battle mode put into one. There's a Walker Assault, which is the main mode that you can play and everything. The Walker Assault is you have to take down, you either protect the 2 Imperial Walkers or you're trying to take them down as the rebels. And other than a few different changes in the different modes and everything, it's a very repetitive game, but it's still a lot of fun. I've had a lot of enjoyment playing it, and I'm a huge Star Wars game fan. Back home I own the original 2 Battlefront games, and I really like them a lot. They're a lot of fun, but for a new generation of gaming, this is a lot of fun, and it looks and feels like Star Wars. What DICE and EA were going for was a more realistic look and everything, just to make it look as crisp and as detailed as possible. You can see that in the character designs and everything. Some of the characters don't look a lot like their human counterparts, but others do. Their voiceovers aren't that great either. Obviously, you can't get a lot of the original voice actors in, but eventually when they do, like Battlefront 2 or whatever, and they eventually do the new trilogy, I hope they can get people like Daisy Ridley and Oscar Isaacs and John Boyega to do the voiceovers for that stuff, because it would be a lot of fun to do that. The flight mode in the game is okay. It's called Fighter Squadron. It's okay. It's not my favorite, personally. It's not hard, but it's usually if the map doesn't fill up, they put in what are called like bots, basically, which are just CPU generated ships and everything, and it doesn't help you in the ranking system and everything. The ranking system's fine. There are some glitchy things about the game, but overall, it's a fun Star Wars game. I do recommend it for people that like Star Wars games. And now that there have been some updates and things to the game, I do think now you should buy it. When it first came out and everything, people were kind of complaining, there's not a whole lot, there's no conquest mode, there's no story mode or anything. And this game, being that it's in the new Star Wars canon and everything, doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to have a story mode, and I don't think it can based on what is happening. And also they can't add in stuff from the new trilogy or the prequel trilogy because that doesn't fit in the timeline. Overall, I'm going to give the game an 8 out of 10. It's a lot of fun. I deducted the 2 points because it's very thin on single player, so if you don't have obviously an internet connection, you're kind of screwed. But it is a lot of fun to play. Like if you want to play with 2 people, I played with my roommate and my other friends and stuff with the game, and it's a lot of fun to play. Like the survival mode and everything. There's a lot of like perks lying around the ground for you to pick up, and those are fun to use, like a jetpack or a rocket launcher, things like that. And they have like refresh rates and things like that. So do the guns. There's about 11 guns in the game, which I think they should have more. And I think ideas I have for the sequel are, I think they should definitely go in a better, better look. The look of the game is great, but they just need to add some more things. Something I don't like about the game is they have Imperial stormtroopers that have their helmets off. I'm not a huge fan of that personally. I think they should have different types of stormtroopers that you can have and then customize those. Like you can have your armor different colors and things like that, or like a custom paint job almost on your armor to kind of personalize it for your experience. I think they should do that. That would be fun. But for now, the game works great. It's a lot of fun. I think obviously for the next game, they should definitely add in a lot of other things, a lot of new aspects to the game, a lot of different character models and designs. And I think for the hero characters, you could have like 3 or 4 different looks for one character, right? Because obviously the next game isn't going to come out for a while. Battlefront 2 isn't going to come out. I believe it's not going to come out until after Episode 8, because they're talking already about all the things that they're putting together for this year all the way through Rogue One. We'll probably get an update with Rogue One, which should be fun. But I don't know if they're going to continue to update through 2017 and then eventually with Episode 8 and everything. But we'll see when Battlefront 2 comes out, if Battlefront 2 will be a continuation of this game, or it'll be just the sequel trilogy or the prequel trilogy. Personally, I wouldn't mind seeing a game that kind of encompasses all of them, and that does incorporate the canon in that sense. Like you can play, okay, you want to play, but you can only play like Clone Wars in this prequel era in this, like this. You can, and they don't intermingle. I think that would be a good way to do that. So again, 8 out of 10 for me. I really like the game. I've had a lot of fun with it. I would definitely buy it if I owned a PS4 or a PC that worked on better quality, or an Xbox One or something. I would definitely buy the game. It's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. And so yeah, that's my review, guys. Again, guys, thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe to my channel. Check out all my other videos. I just uploaded an Oscar video, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.